And we are in line 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and their well-being a trap. And so it sends us to Romans 11, 9, and 10 for a reference scripture. That says, and David says, let their table become a snare and a trap, a stumbling block and a recompense to them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always. All right. And so that's a reference scripture for that. Let their table become a snare before them, and their well-being a trap. 23. Let their eyes be darkened so that they do not see. And I think we just, yeah, that should have been right there for Romans 11, 9, and 10. Okay, let their eyes be darkened so that they do not see, and make their loins shake continually. And so that sends us to Isaiah 6, 9, and 10. So these are the things that he's asking God to do to them, or to let happen to them. Okay, Isaiah 6, 9, and 10. All right, that says, and he said, go and tell this, excuse me, and he said, go and tell this people, keep on hearing, but do not understand. Keep on seeing, but do not perceive. Make the heart of this people dull, and their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and return and be healed. Okay. All right. So now back in Psalm 69, it says, and make their loins shake continually. You know, that just like that you know, that just shaking and stuff like that, that nervousness. 24, pour out your indignation upon them, and let your wrathful anger take hold of them. And so he asking, you know, just like that indignation that burned Sodom and Gomorrah up. So he's saying pour out that type of indignation upon them, and let your wrathful anger take hold of them. And so that sends us to 1 Thessalonians 2:16. 1 Thessalonians 2:16, that says, forbidding us to speak to the Gentiles that they may be saved, so as always to fill up the measure of their sins, but wrath has come upon them to the uttermost. All right. And that sends us to Matthew 24:6. This is see what I want to see what that says. 24:6. That says, and you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right. And that's part of the tribulation. So it says 25, let their habitation be desolate. So the place that they dwell, let nothing be in it. Let no one dwell in their tents. All right, and then that sends us to Matthew 23:38. That says, see, your house is left to you desolate. And so that just a confirmation scripture, corroboration scripture for that, where Jesus has said. And then I lost my space, my place. And then it says 26, for they persecute him whom you have struck, and talk of the grief of those you have wounded. So for they persecute him whom you have struck, and talk of the grief of those you have wounded. All right, and so basically he's saying that the ones who God wounded and persecuted or struck, they still persecute them. People don't care if you're already going through something. They don't. So that's 53:4. That says, surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. All right. And so basically, what that is saying is that that's just a fulfillment, a prophecy about the Messiah, and how God is the one who did that. He was smitten by God and afflicted, and he did all of that for us. All right, and so what we're going to do, we're going to pause here, and then we'll pick it back up in line 27.